All right, everybody. First podcast of Head in the Clouds. Why we choose Head in the Clouds, Tony? What
We
you think
choosing
about?
we choosing that because we think about all kinds of shit that's on cloud nine and above, here in the clouds,
Yeah, literally. My head has always been in the clouds. Even as a little kid.
head in the clouds.
I think my rookie picture, you can see me looking up in the sky.
Like those little clouds behind
Yeah, that'd be
you,
fun.
like those little 90s
Mhm.
backdrops.
Oh, it's gonna be nice when we get up. We're gonna get our girl Jess to do us a Head in the Clouds logo.
Yeah, that'll be good. Get just to do that. Yeah.
But for our first episode, we're gonna talk about the movie Prey. And me and Tony see Prey a little bit different. I think it's a good movie to kind of reboot a dead series. Because Predator to me ain't been good in a long time.
It hasn't. It hasn't been good since part two.
Yeah, it's been kind of iffy.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a young man right here who's trying to hide in the shadows. Introduce yourself, young man.
Oh, my name's Martin. I'm just here to keep things civil. You know, you guys get pretty heated,
Oh,
especially when it comes to this movie.
oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
So
Especially when you hear the different ratings that each of you get.
Yeah, we got pretty wide range of ratings.
just remember, one guy's a fanboy, and the two guys here kind of realistic.
All right.
So so we start the movie Prey when she's being pretty much woken up, and we see it's a beautiful Indian.
Yeah, beautiful landscape. You know, it's the
Yeah,
northern
yeah.
plains.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was 1719,
17, 19.
19, yeah.
and that's pretty interesting
Northern Great
because
Plains.
that came from the Predator 2 with the pistol,
Yep. Raphael Andolini, yeah.
and then we'll get to that. Well, as the movie goes on, we get the young lady. You know what's her name?
Her name was Carl.
And don't say Ray.
No, it wasn't Ray. It wasn't Ray, but wasn't it Cara? Cara, if I'm not mistaken.
Cara.
Yeah, it was Cara.
Well, Cara is the young lady, and to me, or Nara.
Nara.
Well, Nara, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Nara.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought she was a great character. But the way it built it up. But let's just start on there. How kind of everything just builds up from there. So we got a Predator that comes in 1719,
yeah.
and before everything really started. So she's kind of exploring and have high expectations and kind of upset that they're not respecting her
As a hunter,
yeah.
she's upset about that. You could, like I said before, that little thing about her was before we even start the movie. You can tell that's been going on in her little head maybe a few years,
Yeah.
or whatever, and it's just now coming to surface. She want
I
to be.
think her issue is she's good at one thing, but she wants to be good at something else.
Yeah, so she don't want to be relegated to what the average,
Yeah.
what the traditional woman
To be put in a box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, she wants to prove that she can be a good hunter too. She wants to do everything.
And she's kind of because she's not only she's a good tracker,
She was a good tracker.
And
Yeah,
she-
they said that she's a good tracker.
and she was a good medicine woman too,
Yes, she was an excellent man.
and a medic. You know,
Yep.
yeah. Some people love to have a good medic. Like some places, you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
some places kill for a medic.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they don't gotta be good. They just wanna.
Yeah, want butts in the seat.
Yeah.
You know, want butts in the seat.
So she's talking to her brother because when she saw the plane first, not the plane, but the predator ship first.
Yeah,
Right?
and she thought it was a sign.
A
the
firebird.
Thunderbird.
Yeah, a thunderbird.
You know,
Which means she's supposed to be ready for a hunt. And
and that was really just all in her damn head. She saw the plane, thought it was a Thunderbird, but that really wasn't. It was just all in her head because of what
She was
wanted.
projecting what she wanted.
What
to
she
see.
wanted.
Yeah, she's
Of course.
been hunting or trying to hunt. and
Looking
she
for a
sees that,
sign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
but that's the only thing it could be because think about it, using the 1700s, you ain't used to see nothing in the sky.
Yeah, so any damn
That's
thing
an
she
airplane.
sees, she's
So she
making
saw
out
that.
to be.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
this
ain't gonna
is-
say, "Oh man,
Yeah.
that's a multi-stellar
Exactly.
spaceship."
Well, we know it wasn't a sign.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
you about to get hit with this damn
but
predator.
mostly signs are pretty much what you perceive it to be anyway.
Exactly.
It could be a lightning. It could
Yep.
be, because what some cultures thought when the moon eclipsed it was the end of the world.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
they had to sacrifice
yeah.
somebody.
Yeah, but that's what you're right. That's what she perceived
Yeah.
it to be. You know, because of what she wanted so bad.
Yeah, that's what she wanted.
You know.
So as we go on, we heard here that one of the guys got by a mountain lion.
Yeah, he was. I think what it was, he was attacked by a mountain lion.
Yeah.
The mountain lion had drug him out until he
Yeah.
finally let him go.
Yeah.
you know,
And the mountain lion was outside of his territory. It seemed like the predator kind of drove him out of his territory.
yeah,
That's what
it
seemed
was,
like.
you
Or
know,
it could have been the French.
Yeah,
could have been the
French were
French
hunting too.
Could have
Yeah,
been the French that done that. Yeah.
we had a lot of little predators in the
Mhm.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see what you did there.
So there were multiple predators in the movie. It was the humans, and you had the predator, and you had the animals. So
yeah, and then the Indians, they were predator because she was trying to be a predator herself by being a great hunter.
exactly. Yep, her said that was she was fighting. Her whole point was to be a good predator, a good
Yeah.
hunter. Yep.
So as in the time we see that this Naru's not a good hunter.
No, she wasn't a good hunter at all. Not to say that she couldn't become. She
Oh, yeah.
had potential.
Yeah.
She did have potential. I mean,
Yeah.
she's very crafty now. We can't say she wasn't crafty.
Oh no.
She was extremely crafty.
Yeah.
And she had a lot of potential as a hunter.
Yeah.
She could track, which is a big part of the
Yeah.
hunting.
That's probably the most important part, tracking.
Yeah.
She just couldn't finish the job.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole thing. Because it's about her not finishing. Because when she went, now the boys didn't want to. I think they kind of went overboard by the boys not accepting her.
Yeah.
Because they were like, but I guess, but we see it for what we do for a living.
Yeah, and it
How
really.
many times we see about she don't really need to be doing this job?
Yeah, we've seen
You know,
and it really wasn't her brother that was kind
the
of doing
brother
that
was
to
cool.
her. It was the other other
Yeah.
males, and to me, it kind of seemed. I don't know too much about indigenous Native Americans of this continent. I don't know how their culture is, how the men are when it comes to dealing with their women. To me, I kind of felt like that might have been them bullying her. Might have been a little out of place. I don't know if the men of their tribes will actually be that way to their women.
Yeah. It could have been a form of hazing.
Yeah.
Could be too, yeah.
Yeah, because she's
Mhm.
trying to get into the boys' club, and they're like, hey, you haven't even killed nothing, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's almost like a young fella trying to get in there. You gotta give him hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like shut up, you ain't done nothing. You act like you a 30-year
Yeah.
veteran
Yeah.
talking stuff.
Hey, go kill a rabbit, you know?
Yeah. And then after that, she made a good plan with the mountain lion. Oh, was it a really?
No, it
Because
was a good
decided to
plan.
go- but was it a good plan? Because dude got.
What you talking about, the original? Oh, you want the other one that was talking smack to her?
Yeah,
in the
that was
tree.
in the tree.
Well, I mean, nah, I don't blame that on her. I blame his ass. Shut your ass up.
And pay attention.
Yeah, pay the fuck attention.
Yeah.
You want to talk shit to her?
Yeah.
You supposed to be on this damn hunt.
And on a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just got. That's your own damn fault.
Because she got in the high ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
You leave her the hell alone. Do what you supposed to be doing. He was so fixated on talking shit to her.
Yeah.
And it's like, I kind of was like, I didn't really feel anything for him getting his ass got. I mean, I'm like,
And he was the main one that kept antagonizing.
Really?
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
Yeah.
then got his ass snatched up and he hollering and screaming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was hollering, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Mountain lions got big like that.
They
Yeah.
220 pounds.
Oh yeah, mountain lions, they can
Yeah,
get
some
big.
will get close to 3.
Mm-hmm.
But
Big ass cat.
Yes.
yeah, that's the.
And they don't even rank among the biggest of big.
Oh no.
You know.
They say what a mountain lion gets to be. There's some big cats.
Mm-hmm. You talking about huge cats? You talking about the hugest ones, the biggest ones?
Yeah,
Tigers,
a whole
lions,
different ball game.
jaguars.
Yeah, Jaguar don't even compare to them big boys. Yeah, 220. The males and the females get 140.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But then she got face to face with the mountain lion. It seemed like she kind of lost her stuff a little bit.
Just fell out
Face
of
to
the damn
face.
tree. Yeah.
Now she was backing up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she lost her
It was
nerve. Yeah.
reality hitting her.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dang, I'm by myself too.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a really.
She had like a spear.
Yeah, she had a steel spear. So she
Mhm.
had the tools, but being in the tree, it's hard to wield a spear. I think in the tree because a spear is all about keeping a good foundation and
Yeah.
sticking it.
Yeah.
You just can't throw it. You know.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
could, but-
unless you damn Achilles, one of the motherfuckers in the Trojan War.
You know the
You
way
know.
that scene played out, I thought was kind of weird because I thought they both fell from the tree, and I thought that the mountain lion would have just fallen on the spear.
Yeah. No, because when she was falling, she stabbed it.
Yeah.
When she was falling,
Mm-hmm.
which you know, that she injured it, and then it just kind of. The next scene was pretty much her waking. Oh, she's at a village.
Yeah.
Where her brother kind of took her, but and I thought it was kind of crap of the brother not to be honest with her that she did injure it at first.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. But as a hunter, I think she was learning, like y'all said.
She was. She was.
She got it, but she decided to be a hunter in this prey spot. So as she wake up, the brother tell her, "You ain't made out for this. You need to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the war chief." That what they call him.
Yeah, he was the war
Yeah,
chief.
the war chief,
You know.
man. And she was heartbroken, and she woke up into a reality where she was relegated to now just being a hunter gatherer.
Mm-hmm. Of course, she didn't like that shit. She was upset. Upset the brother got crowned war chief, this, that, and the other. She had an attitude. Didn't thank him for saving her life. None of that shit.
Yeah.
You
True.
know what I'm saying?
True.
But just was
True.
upset.
True.
Just upset. So it's like, all right.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Because if it weren't for him, that thing would have recovered and took care of her.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, he earned his stripes like she was. He earned his.
Yeah.
You know, he did. He earned his. So
then she decided to leave the village. When all the women was gathering their stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, I would have saw that baby on that woman's back on like I'm out to. I ain't doing this. I ain't just gonna be real delicate, just giving babies and stuff like that. But
You know, you guys missed an important part there.
what?
With that absolute unit of a brother walks in with the damn
Oh,
mountain lion
yeah,
over
yeah,
his
yeah.
shoulder.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you can't forget the triumphant hero. Because the mother was telling how
Yeah.
she, well, you kind of, it's kind of like the old Spartans. What does it come with your shield on it?
Yeah.
So I guess she got taken back,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, but like you said, and dude have a 220 something mountain lion on his shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
walking,
Yeah,
just
just
chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows how long he had to walk?
We got a call? The engine?
Nah. Yeah, so and and we get it's a movie, and dude carrying a 200 because how much dude probably weighed?
I think probably like
150?
$150. If
Yeah.
that.
Most.
Yeah.
He carrying a 200-some pound cat on his shoulder, headless, which
I mean, he can damn sure do it. I mean, he can. He weighs what, $150, $160, whatever. He can carry a 220 pound.
all depends how far you talking about.
Yeah, but we all are capable of carrying more weight on our shoulders than we actually weigh. All of us actually can do it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's a long way though.
Yeah, but you got to look
After
at him.
taking his sister back.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
took his sister back to came back.
You're right.
Yeah.
But you got to remember too. He ain't no novice too. He's very conditioned and in shape. So he's been doing this a while.
Yeah.
So it's very believable that he can. I would expect him to be able to do it. Even with like you're looking at him, you want to be war chief. You should be able to do this. I mean, mountain lion.
You know, I would have put that thing on a sled it all the way to the village, and put it on my
Mhm.
shoulder and walked with him like that.
Now I wouldn't
He's
expect
a
him.
war chief, not war engineer.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to be able to carry no damn lion or no tiger on the shoulder. But
I know I doing that.
yeah, mountain lion. Yeah, I can see him doing that. Because who knows, that mountain lion might have been a female weighing 140.
Yeah, maybe one.
You know.
It's a long way though.
So
That's like carrying a person. That's a person on your shoulder
Mhm.
and walking miles.
hmm But that's true. But everybody in this room is capable of doing it.
Then we get to then what happens after that?
Well, shit, we just get right into the meat and bones of this motherfucker. She
Then-
goddamn
That's
runs
when she
into.
runs off. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that's right. She didn't even really. Did she congratulate her brother?
No,
Nah, she looked at him. She gave him that look.
Gave him
Like,
that
yeah,
look.
you motherfucker. And
Mhm.
took off.
she ain't
She
congratulated.
said that was my mountain
Mhm.
lion.
Mm.
I
She
mean,
felt robbed.
She felt-
she felt like she was robbed. Like if I didn't take that step, you could see she was kind of
Yeah.
doubting herself.
But you
Upset
doubt
with
yourself in the
herself.
hunt, you die. Especially
Yeah,
something like
exactly.
you.
So that's, what happens next is like she meets, she runs into the grizzly bear whole situation.
Well, she do the deer first.
No, the deal was in the very
deer was
beginning.
the very beginning. She
Oh,
does
that's
the
right.
rabbits next.
That's right, because she was
Yeah,
trying to
she's
get the rabbit.
to hunt the rabbits.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then when she started hitting the rabbit, when she tied the string
Yeah,
to the tomahawk.
doing all that shit.
Yeah. And then that's when the kind of started stepping up with the predator.
Yeah.
What y'all thought about the predator?
I thought the Predator was excellent. I thought the Predator was like we talked before. This is a young predator. This is a young predator. It's big, but not quite as big as the predators we've seen in the past. But we also know, judging by his actions, the things he did, that okay, because he made a lot of mistakes, which is fine, because you don't expect a young predator or any of the predators to be perfect,
Yeah.
because all of the predators that we've seen so far have made mistakes. This one you have made a little more than usual, but that was fine. This predator was a young predator. He didn't have all of their weapons that they're accustomed to having, during that time.
And
And then
then it was in the 1700s.
yeah, exactly. And then the predators, they do have a code of honor, so they weren't gonna give him the cannon blaster on the shoulder, none of that. But he did have the little high tech, spear, thing that he could put the dots on and
Yeah.
shit like that. He had some serious ass weapons though. And you could tell he was kind of experimenting with certain things, like the whole wolf thing.
Yeah.
The wolf ran up and bit him. Now, we take the predators that was in 1, 2, or take the super predators that was in the movie Predators.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have allowed no wolf to just come up and fight him like that. That wolf got up on him. They would have had to snatched him up, sliced him with their damn blades or something.
Yeah.
But this predator, you could tell, was a young one, and I'm willing to bet, if they release some type of novel or something to give you more details on the movie, I'm willing to bet
Yeah.
that this was his first hunt ever.
Oh yeah. I think you could tell by the little, because he was building up to what he skinned the snake
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
He went to the coyote.
Mm-hmm.
Or
He built it up to it, then went to the bear,
Yeah.
and then went to the human.
Yeah.
And this predator wasn't full grown either. You could tell it still had some growing to do.
Yeah.
Although it was near about 7 feet, you can tell it's not full grown.
Yeah, just like a 16-year-old
Mhm.
who get their about their
Exactly.
grown height but don't feel out.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not smart.
Mm.
Yeah, I know my teams, especially my boys.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
interested sometimes.
Yeah. This was a new predator. I thought he was perfect. I like the variety in the looks that the predator, because they all
I
do.
did like the way he looked.
Yeah.
The design was.
His design was
good,
excellent.
Yeah.
I like how they all look the same. But they're different, little slight
Yeah.
differences, man. And that's cool.
Just like us.
But she leaves because she thinks that there's something else out there.
Yeah, because her
Yeah,
tracking
she-
skills showed there's something
yeah.
weird out there.
Because she found that snake, remember?
Yeah, she
He
found the
was-
snake.
Yeah.
And then the footprint. She saw the predator's
Yeah, they
footprint.
thought it was the bear.
They thought it was
yeah.
the bear that stood up on
Yeah.
his hind legs.
It wasn't no damn bear. It was
Just
his
on that-
big ass.
Yeah.
That's way worse.
Mm-hmm.
And even as a hunter, she took certain things for granted. Like she didn't stay downwind. That's where that bear got a whiff of her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wasn't upwind, she was downwind.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
The-
Like a good little detail.
Yeah, that detail. Like, oh damn, she down.
Mm-hmm.
That bear was like, cause bears, what their biggest thing, they can't see well, but they'll smell you.
Mm-hmm.
That bear was like, So, again, she got a point where she's stressed out and she kind of fails.
Yeah.
Because when that bear was coming, that bow and arrow was gonna do nothing to that bear.
Nah, that bow and arrow wasn't doing shit.
She
It
didn't
broke.
have the right equipment. Yeah, then
Yeah,
it broke anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And that thing was, because you could shoot a bear with certain caliber guns, and it
Yeah,
don't matter.
You can shoot a bear with a shotgun, and it's not that.
If it's
you
not
got,
the right spot. it's-
Exactly.
yeah,
You
it's
got
just-
it.
No.
got hit in the right
Yeah.
spot, because you ain't dealing with no high caliber rifle. When we got 50 cals, where you can blow a big hole.
Yeah.
You shoot with a shotgun, even like slugs. You still got to hit the right spot, because you know what I'm saying. Them bullets can bounce right off there, even if you hit it right in the skull.
Yeah, the skull.
It bounce off. I told you before. I've seen a video where a man was being charged by a black bear. Ain't even as big as a brown bear, and he had to shoot that bitch a good 5-6 times before it finally started rolling and was doing like this, mad, and it ran off. You know what I mean? With a shotgun, and he was unloading. He was in that damn thing,
Oh,
still
really?
coming. Yeah, still coming. You know, I mean, shotguns don't even bring lions down. I've seen him try with a lion, a male lion, and he was just shooting. That male lion kept coming. Shot it a few times. The male lion jumped up,
That's what I'm having.
jumped over the man, cut the man with the back legs, but then ran a little bit, and then finally dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's pretty remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
And so then when where we at now, when she met the bear with
So
Ran,
she missed the bear, and then the goat of the movie that little dog came out.
That dog did some stuff.
That dog was.
That dog was the smartest one in the movie.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. The smartest damn thing in the
That dog knew when to get the heck on and
Yeah,
hide.
bitch, run.
The dog came ran to us like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got to go. And she still fumbling around with the
You don't get it. Come on.
we gotta go.
You know?
Dog patting his legs. Okay, here it comes.
Mhm.
I'm out. So then the chase of the bear, and she had to go into a beaver dam. And the bear was about to snatch her soul.
Yeah, that bear was. Because at that point, the predator still wasn't really going after her. She wasn't no threat. You know, the bear and the predator had its battle. Now, once again, we know this is a young predator because an older predator not going to have this kind of issue with a bear.
Yeah.
Like the ones that was in part 1 and 2, they're going to make quick work of that bear. But this young one, like I said, is a young one, testing everything out. It wants to prove his manhood, so he's going one-on-one. And not as experienced, not as a fighter and a hunter or whatever.
Yeah.
The bear got it down. I was surprised at that, but
That's
then
pretty cool.
that was cool. I was surprised, but it shows you the inexperience in that predator.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the predator gets up, the bear turns back
Oh.
around and charge it. The predator just, hey, okay, now I'm gonna
Well,
give you what I got.
He got one punch.
One punch
Yeah, you got
and killed.
Snapped, yeah.
Yep.
That show you how strong that thing is.
Yes,
Yeah.
with one punch because he could have did that from the jump.
Yeah.
But he's a young predator. You know
Like
what I'm
the- he's
saying?
young.
I like that because there have been several times in the movie where the predator isn't a perfect killer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like if it's one of his first experiences on the planet, he's
Yeah.
kind of learning like, damn, like there's a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Oh, that wolf quick
Yeah.
and it bites.
Yep.
And that-
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that damn thing. Okay.
All
right,
Take this thing out.
I done wrestled with you for a little bit. I see how dangerous you are.
Very
I'm
little.
about to take you out.
Cause that first flood, he took that coyote thing down.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the
You know?
bear, like you said, he. I mean, just the power of that thing to lift up something that could weigh up to 1,200 pounds
Mm-hmm.
is ridiculous. Over his head.
Exactly. And went like it was nothing.
Mhm.
Just lifted it up. So it shows you this thing is capable of much more than what he's doing. The predator, we know that predator, young predator, inexperienced, but was also holding back.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Cause I guarantee you, his elders was watching him,
Yeah.
and I guarantee that's why he put up that bear was like, look at this,
Mm-hmm.
I got
He
I'm worthy.
all throughout this time, you could tell he's trying to prove himself. That's what he
Yeah.
was
And
doing.
I think this whole movie was about trying to prove that you're worthy.
Yeah, but that's
Like
a part
she
of their.
was.
Yeah.
It was for the predator and her because
Yeah.
a part of the predator lore. That's why they go on hunts to prove themselves worthy of their manhood,
He
and
said,
that's what they do.
Are you not entertained?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're up there watching.
Yeah, they're watching them. They're watching the hunt. So and if they do well, when they come back and get them, they elevate them in a higher status.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then he gets to choose his mate.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, they get to choose their female mate.
Okay.
So and that's how they operate. You know what I'm saying? Because I think but y'all gonna have to look this up too. We'll go back behind me. The females do tend to be a little bigger and more vicious.
Okay.
So they just don't. They don't just mate with any old they mate with one of
Gotta be
status.
worth it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They just don't choose any of.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you get some females, according to the predator law, that are real brawly and big. Some of them are a little more slender but big,
Yeah, just
and
like
they
in
tend to
real
be
life.
and they tend to be more vicious. And
Yeah.
just they tend to tear into their prey a whole lot, just much different than the males. They tend to be a little more ferocious,
Okay.
according to the law.
Yeah.
So
You more with the Lord than I am with that.
hell, you turned me on to the acid glow. You know what I'm saying? The guy Acid Glow that does, he turned me on to these guys that have done all the research and compiled this stuff. And they got some great videos too.
Yeah.
Deep stuff gathered from movies, from notes, from video games, and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then after the bear scene, what y'all feel about the movie so far?
Well, me personally, movie was doing good. It was a great movie. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I was flowing with it real good, and then we about to get to the point that we thought.
I think up until this point, it was all making sense.
Yeah.
Or not making sense, but it was cohesive.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to be a hunter.
Yeah.
She's not a very good hunter. She's a
Mm-hmm.
good tracker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's practicing
Yeah.
with her little
And
scorpion weapons.
I know, man, made the motherfucker get over here.
But this
You know?
but so far it's shown me that she wants to smoke. She can't.
She can't handle
it.
it.
Yeah.
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 She can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the, like I said, great movie. But now we get to the point where we're like, come on, okay.
Yeah, this is what we kind of get to our issues.
Mm-hmm. And let's just go ahead on and we at this part of the video where it's Mary Sue. This is where we getting into our issue. We at this chapter in the video, the Mary Sue. Now
So
No, I don't think we're there yet.
not quite.
we're getting to it. We're opening up to it. Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
I mean,
But
it's-
We're
since
opening
you
up to
said
it.
it, explain to the people what a Mary Sue was. I didn't know what a Mary Sue
A
was.
Mary Sue is
Told about
this
it last week.
is a character that basically has no skills, has never displayed any level of skills, but can do anything and everything all by themselves, even when the more experienced, more established character has, you know what I'm saying, that has been doing it much longer, has shown to struggle or can't do it. The Mary Sue has his first time ever goes in there and does it like she's been doing it, you know what I'm saying, for 20, 30 damn years.
All right.
Prime example is Rey from Star Wars, and then we get the same thing with Naru.
So now we got to where the predator had whooped the bear, and she ran, of course.
Mhm.
She got to get the hell on. So what happened after that? Then we-
Just all kinds.
After the bear,
yeah,
she's running and she gets caught in that trap. Remember?
that's right. Because the
Yeah,
predator
'cause
comes
he
like,
kills the bear.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
She sees him,
yeah,
and then she starts taking off.
Yeah.
and the predator's interested.
Yeah.
Then the predator, she gets caught in that rabbit trap or whatever it was.
The little damn bear trap.
Yeah.
And
Because if it was a real bear trap, because they use them for rabbits too, so it had to be a because a bear trap would have took
must
the
have
leg
been a
off.
rabbit trap then.
Because it didn't have the teeth.
Oh, it
They
did.
just had the rat. But those more made for rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
But a human, it could really sprain your ankle real bad or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It could maim you because it'll hurt.
Yeah,
Because it'll kill a rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
So the predator let her go because
She wasn't no
yeah,
threat,
I
and then,
did.
and then he picked up the chains and noticed, this is somebody else's trap, whatever.
somebody else
You know,
killed.
it's no sport.
Yeah,
You caught no, so he let her ride.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get all the French settlers done caught her ass and shit.
Now he goes something I think we missed as far as an opportunity. Me and you was talking about as far as the language.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah,
missed
that
out
was
on
that was
language.
really weird.
Mhm.
so the French people they were talking their language,
Yeah.
and as they took it to the village and the dude was threatening them. Well, who's the man who the gun belonged to?
Raphael Andolini.
So he came out throwing the gun and he talked to her in English.
In English, yeah.
Super weird.
So the transition was bad.
Super weird.
They should have had, you know
Because
what?
his English was broken
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he was talking to her.
Mhm.
And hers flowed perfectly.
I feel like they could have done that a lot better. They should.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you, they do have a Comanche part of it. But
But
I
see-
think the whole movie should have been Comanche.
That's
Just
what they
with-
should have
yeah,
been.
just,
The
It
subtitles.
should have been in
I
Comanche.
mean, I know a lot of people don't like reading subtitles, but I just feel I would have been more immersed in
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
world, just
Absolutely.
hearing it,
Yeah,
Mhm.
just hearing the language.
absolutely.
Should have been in Comanche. I do agree. It should have been in Comanche, and they could have been speaking in French, but they're also trying to speak to her in English, and they realize
Well, because
she don't speak English.
Of course, yeah.
You know.
none of them shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. And at times, they didn't.
and then they speak French the whole time,
And with no subtitles.
no subtitles. You have
Mhm.
no idea what these guys are saying.
Yeah, you don't know what the
They
fuck.
have- There was this scene where they're like the two guys with the shotguns and they're just talking to each other.
Oh,
for a
yeah.
little bit. I was like,
Then,
like what is this? When the
when they were
horse
setting
yeah.
up for the trap, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And you didn't even know what, so you felt disconnected for that. That time, we felt disconnected.
Yeah.
And I thought because of the language, and I think the whole movie suffered because of the lack of the language.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they said some things in Comanche, but not a couple
It was
things.
like
What, a paragraph maybe in the whole
if
movie?
that.
For like
Well,
5, 6.
it's almost like you ever hear like dudes from LA, you know,
Yeah.
like Mexican dudes from
Yeah.
LA will talk and they'll say like Spanish words at the end of their sentence.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that, you know,
Yeah.
like hey, what's going on, homie? Wait, you know,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
And I think they missed opportunity on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So then they had caught the brother, and they tied him to the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And that scene was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool.
When they
scene.
had both of them tied to that tree.
Yeah.
And then they were trying to use him as bait. She had already figured out that they don't want bait.
Yeah.
And she figured that out when she was bait in the trap.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
He's
he,
know,
hunting. If you're caught, then that's not a hunt anymore.
yeah, it's not, that's too easy.
Exactly.
They're what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And he slaughtered them.
He wanted them to fight back.
God, it was
Oh yeah,
slaughter.
he slaughtered the shit out of them. He did. He absolutely slaughtered the hell out of them, and you knew that was coming because they didn't know what the fuck was hitting them.
Yeah.
You know, and he did it silently at first, and then he
Yeah.
caught, snuck up behind them, and then he just started dicing they butts up. You know, he diced they ass up real good. You know what I'm saying? And what else happened after that?
Then after that, they got away finally.
Got away.
But the thing, he used his whole weaponry. It seemed like the little drone.
Oh, he used that. Yeah.
The drone was cool,
Mm-hmm.
and and people say, "Oh, that's stupid for them to look at it." You're in 17, 19. You
They don't know what the hell
No
that
idea
is.
what that is.
like,
Yeah.
They just know it's floating and it got these bright lights.
To them,
and
it's
shit.
magic. Yeah.
Exactly.
What is that?
They're still pumping powder in their gun. You know, they don't
Yep.
got-
It was so funny when they shot the thing and had to.
Oh
reload.
yeah.
They're like, that was pretty funny. They had their pause, and then they start reloading. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And so then we almost to your favorite part.
That's when they're trapped. That's when the brother tells her that she was the one that weakened the cougar.
Yeah, that was he had what you call it,
Mm-hmm.
just told everything. And to me again, and we missed a part about how when the guys had grabbed her trying to bring her back to the village, and they fought a little bit, and then the predator confronted the three.
So that's part of the
three
whole
guys.
little Mary Sue ass shit.
Yeah.
She's fighting 3 grown ass men, whooping one of the dudes who's a hunter, been out here
Yeah.
doing this. You whooping his ass, Like I said, it's
And then in their culture, I would imagine, like a lot of cultures, they grew up wrestling.
mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of different cultures. You fight and wrestle with each other until you get, as you grow up. So,
Mhm.
I thought that was kind
Yeah.
of too much.
That was a little too much. I mean, they didn't have to have any fighting between them at all.
It shouldn't have been there.
And that's why I was like, I don't see, like I said, not knowing a whole lot about the indigenous natives of this continent,
Yeah.
how they do in their tribes, but those males picking on her, I'm not so sure that's what the real males of the indigenous natives of this country would have done. I'm not so sure they would have done something like that, because that seemed like some American ass shit, boys and shit picking on a little girl. And
It did seem kind of high schoolish.
yeah, it was very high schoolish. I'm like, this, I don't know if this is very accurate.
Yeah. I wonder if they would even let her try the hunt to begin with.
And that's the thing. What I have found out is that, and I might be wrong about this too, but in their culture, they wouldn't even have allowed her to get out there and do that.
Yeah.
Because that's just something that the men did. A lot of that was due to was just that's what they did to take care of the tribe, and then what I'm saying, that's a part of just their culture. It's a part of the way of honor and the way they do things. You know what I'm saying, of their establishing themselves amongst their people. Like a code, a warrior's way. Because even amongst us, all of us want to be known as
The man.
The man. You know what I'm saying? And that's no different for any other male species, of the human human
our
race,
DNA.
human species.
For most of our DNA.
You know what I'm saying? And across all races and all cultures on every continent. We all want to prove ourselves as somebody worthy, especially when we got our women involved.
And so the guys get killed. I mean, the predator makes short work of them. There were 3 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they shot the ones with the 3 spears, and I think that's and the other guys, they show hard.
Yeah, they do.
But they didn't back down. They went forward. They went forward.
Oh yeah, when that predator attacked them.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, they didn't back down. They screamed. And, and I mean, they were scared, but they
Yeah.
fought.
Yeah, they-
And
that's that warrior stuff you want to see.
but because I mean, that's why I told you when we was talking about it. I said, you scared as hell. This big motherfucker's in front of you, and there's nothing you can do. You might as well man the hell up and fight. So you scream and holler, and fight that motherfucker. Build that adrenaline.
Yeah.
Cause I know I would have been doing that shit. I'd have been having my sword shit, swinging and shit, keeping my eyes on that
With
motherfucker.
that dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have been
Man.
running.
Yeah, you know you could have ran, but remember that bad boy. Remember how he ran them
you
down?
You don't know that though. But I would have went totally ninja. I'm like, how do you make?
Look, I would
football?
have seen the first guy
Yeah.
die to an invisible thing, but all right,
Yeah.
I know I don't see any better than that guy. So let me
Yeah.
figure this out. you
If
know?
I run, I'm hollering, screaming while I run, while I'm looking behind me.
Oh, it's horrifying.
Looking behind me as
Shit
I'm
behind
running.
me, I'm being-
Just be
You know
throwing
what
stuff
I'm
in the
saying?
I'm
air.
the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Swinging. Because you're right, everybody ran, even Arnold. Arnold ran. He
Yeah.
ran. He got his ass whooped, but he ran.
I mean, yeah. it
You
just-
know?
And she got herself loose, and she did what she had to do too. She ran too.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, they
she
ran
running.
through the field.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
you could see him chasing them in
Yeah.
the field. Yeah.
Because one of the other guys
Mhm.
was out there, and they were like, "Shh." And then when she figured out that the 3 dots means death,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
she got us. He got us. She pushed him down, and she ran, and dude got walked down.
That's right. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the guy had the arrow. He's like, "Yeah, we
Yeah.
got him." She said,
Yeah.
"No, you got
You
us."
got us. We
Mhm.
gotta get the heck out of here. You playing with the wrong thing.
Exactly. This damn thing is big as hell, faster than you, and it got longer strides, bigger strides.
Yeah.
It walked them down.
Oh yeah.
It just, man, it wasn't.
Then what saved her?
I think after that that's when she had got hit with the one of the rabbit trap.
That was the trap. Okay, we had
Mhm.
went back a little bit.
And then
If we
yeah.
had
That
missed the
was in the
part.
trap?
Yeah, because that's the only thing that saved her.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause then the Frenchman.
The French
And then the
man.
French
Well,
man.
now after that, remember she had caught she ran up on the other French guy while he was washing his face.
Now that was that.
Not Tim. No, I'm saying, but
Yeah.
we was at that part because that was after she had got loose when they tried to use her as
That's
bait.
right.
But they would have killed her. But we didn't go over the part where her brother got killed though.
Because that didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
you
no.
know, we skipped forward a little
Mhm.
bit.
Yeah. Because when she met the
So-
Frenchman
So she,
washing up, that was after.
After he killed, after the
Yeah.
predator killed her brother. Yeah.
So we at where they escaped with the horses.
Yeah. They escaped with the horses. Remember, they ran into Andolini on the floor
She ran into him, and then when she
Mhm.
used that medicine
to help his
to
ass.
help him because she traded for the gun.
And
that's
remember,
it.
she took out them other Frenchmen that was
Yeah,
out
that
there.
before that, and that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What you think about that? Now that and this is your Mary Sue time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just Now- here's the thing.
So-
I'll give her that with humans. I'll give her that. Her being indigenous native, I will give her that probably possessing certain level of skills to maybe outsmart them.
But where has she showed that during the whole movie?
Yeah, she hasn't. That's
And
why.
that's the
I
writing.
think what happens when she got caught in that bear trap, there must have been some kind of drug or something
Mhm.
that gave her. After she got caught in that bear
You're right.
trap, she was over. it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just a murderess now.
Yeah, and I mean, taking out all them guys like that, really realistically, no, it's probably not gonna happen. But I gave her that. I said, well, I gave you that because I would imagine that you could be you might be a little more craftier than they are.
Well, I don't even think
You
it was-
might be.
But it wasn't a crafty thing. She just.
I know. I'm just trying to give her some shit to give her the benefit of the doubt. But you're right, though.
Because if she can't even catch a rabbit or a deer
Yeah,
or
And with a
just
mountain lion.
anything she's tried to kill,
Then she's gonna
she's
run.
failed.
you
She's
know,
failed.
and she's not. It's not like she's a warrior.
Nah.
She's trying to hunt, and all of a sudden she
Mm-hmm.
has these combat moves, like she's been to war or
Mhm.
something, and she's beating up on these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And she murdered 3 dudes. Just
Without
like it was
making-
nothing. Like they didn't do nothing.
Without
for
making
it.
a single mistake.
Disarmed them, took
Yep.
their weapons, scattered with their own weapon, reversed it, spent it around.
Without making a single damn mistake, which is very unrealistic. Like I said, realistically, she's not gonna do that. She's gonna end up dead. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she went in there and she did all that, right?
And I'll say this for people to understand. I'm a fan of female heroes.
Mhm.
Heroes. Because I like writing that way. I got a lot
Mhm.
of great female characters. But you have to write it to me. And I would say this, just like in Predator, the first Predator, all of his route, they was experienced killers.
They was his mercenaries.
I mean, because Arnold probably 38, 40
Mhm.
in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was beyond experience.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were really aging out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
You know?
that's the kind of group it took
Yep.
to get still slaughtered by
Every
the Predator.
single one of them was experienced
Yeah.
killers.
And
You know,
what I liked
mean
about
anything.
Predator,
didn't mean anything. Exactly.
they spent time crafting how bad these guys were.
Mm-hmm.
How
And
good
they
these
went
guys
on this
were.
mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why you couldn't call nobody else? But we needed the best.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got that. But this one, they spent so much time showing that she's a failure. As somebody that's watching, I'm supposed to believe, like he said, the trap had some kind of magic potion that she just,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna have this no more.
Exactly.
Just oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Very unfucking realistic. It's like like I said, I'm all for the females being great too, but look at how they did that shit. That was just very unrealistic. You know, and like you could take Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor, take Sigourney Weaver's Ellen Ripley. You know, now when they first had dealt with whatever they was dealing with, they went through hell.
Yeah.
But then they came back in the second one and had the strength. They dealt with it before. It took time.
And they had more experience.
They had
than
more
them.
more experience
Yeah.
with it. But this girl, it seemed like you said, I got caught by the trap. Now the trap is off, and I can deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, come on,
I'm gonna stay
you
in
know?
my ground from here on out.
Yeah.
If you look at, even if you look at Alien, you know, with Ripley, the first time it was almost a fluke.
Yeah. Yep. It was.
But by the second movie,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like I've dealt with this. I know what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. And she barely got by the second movie. Remember that queen almost took her ass out of
And
space.
she had tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She used the right
exactly, yeah.
tools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not just tools for the trade, because with the fire and the weapon she had, that's plausible.
Mm-hmm.
And the first Alien, the only thing you could do is shoot it out the hatch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really it.
Mhm.
Because I think you're dealing with a being. They're not as sharp as a predator.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're more of a monster type thing. That
Alien, I will have to. That alien, not as sharp as a predator,
Yeah,
give them predators hell. But
but that's we'll talk about that. some
yeah,
other podcast.
but like I said, even in part 2,
Yeah.
Ripley barely got away with that one because she had to do the same thing with the queen. She had to shoot it out in the
And,
space.
yeah, she used tools.
Yeah,
Because she's not
exactly.
gonna fight that thing.
Nah,
You're not gonna beat that.
you know
thing.
she wasn't gonna go cutting that motherfucker
It would have been
up.
totally unrealistic if she would have whooped
Yeah.
that thing with her hands and body.
Nah, man, some scorpion ass shit. She wasn't gonna
Yeah.
be doing all that shit to that queen.
And you
You know?
notice even, and this is good writing, because before it showed that she had skills with that loader.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah, 'cause she
Because
was
she had-
show. Yeah, because she was like, "Let me show you what I can do."
Yeah.
When she was loading and all.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's
Mhm.
when she got put down to that spot when she got tried and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows that she got skills with the loader.
Yeah.
So now, if she was just some chick that never touched the
like an
loader,
office chick or something.
yeah, that'd be
Mhm.
nah, because she shows she's a worker woman,
Exactly.
a worker person, and she could do, she's skilled with that. So
Mhm.
again, anybody that say Ripley was a Mary Sue don't understand.
Nah, she wasn't a Mary Sue.
Mary Sue was one of the, at least Mary Sue. Ripley was one of the greatest
Yeah, she
female
was.
characters ever.
Ripley was. Then you got Sarah Connor. Started off a scared 18-year-old girl. She's fighting with this Terminator ass motherfucker,
Yeah.
and was left on her own to finally deal with it at the end. Dealt with it. Came back in part 2. Was hardened.
Yeah.
Came back in part 2 and treated her son more like, not even like her son, but more like you're just some important piece that I got to make sure that you're alive.
Yeah.
And then dealing with the T-1000, it took teamwork.
Yeah.
She had to use a T-800 to help. You know what I'm saying? So, and remember, she was on her last leg when she thought she was about to blast it into the lava, and the bullets just going through it. She ain't have enough to knock it in there. So all she could do was grab her son and just wait for that motherfucker to come forward.
Yeah.
But then here come the T-800, put one in them to blow it up.
And
And
going back to the parade, just like we talked about, to me, and this is what I would say where we at right now. To me, it would have been so awesome if they would have used the language like I said, and if she would have been the brains behind putting the French people and her Comanche people together
Yeah.
to deal with it, and that would have been so much better
Yep.
to me. Because
And she could have got the last kill, but have her do more than just, oh, I'm just doing this all about myself. Yeah, what you all don't know is that I'm killing you. Like you got the skills to be this fucking, to put. Come on now.
and even with the flour, you go like to ingest something, and in 3 seconds it goes through your whole body to make your temperature drop. That's not
Mhm.
that's not a thing.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I don't know anything that can do it that
But you know,
fast.
but it would have been cool if she would have used a quicksand mud to find out that
Yeah.
she was invisible to it.
Well,
yeah, but I guess
she
they
used
didn't
it on
want.
that dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, she used it on him.
Yeah.
That's how-
yeah.
I guess they didn't want to go the same route with Arnold using the mud.
But you use still the same premise with a flower that
Yeah,
for it to go through your whole body.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
And then she got super badass then because she was standing. She knew the predator was behind her.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then she just gonna move over to the
Like
side.
the thing wouldn't notice it. It's like, oh, we just ain't gonna see you.
Mm-hmm.
So you know.
Exactly. So.
But to
All right, so talking about the final blow, we was talking about how she could have got the Native Americans and the French together,
Could have joint effort.
could have joint effort, and she could have gotten the final blow because I did want to see how she dealt with it. It was the manner in which she dealt with it that I thought was come on now because like I said before, you're not gonna sit here and tell me you have Dutch. Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, Dutch, trained killer. When he finally went one-on-one with that damn thing, he got his ass 100% whooped.
no hope.
It was no hope. That damn thing,
Screaming. Ah!
it beat.
Oh, you heard it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He was far more skilled. He was more skilled with weapons. He was more skilled hand-to-hand combat. He was more skilled with booby traps and all that. In every way, he was more skilled than Nara, and he was stronger, weighed more,
And
He
his
got
team
his-
was. His team was better.
and his
than
team was
anybody
better.
else.
And
Had better trackers and
Yep.
everything.
that thing wiped out his whole team, and then whooped his ass hands down. It wasn't even a contest.
And no hope.
It was no hope. Arnold could do nothing but run while he got his ass whooped while he was running.
And he
Wow.
got lucky.
Yeah.
When he found that mud. And that's the thing. We were talking about the mud thing too.
Yeah.
Because Kylie, because it's like she was so confident in it, and we saw it because we just saw Predator again for the first time in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was in that tree, the Predator kind of got behind him. He was like, "Oh, stuff."
Yeah, when he was like
Yeah.
looking around and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't trust that stuff. She trusted everything about that stuff.
Because she was
And
in,
being
she was in his path,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then she steps away.
Yeah,
He steps
Yeah.
away like that. Come on, man. That don't get out the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
man. And then she. Okay, so then the damn thing kills the dude.
Yeah, when he stepped on his foot. I don't know about you, Tony, but I would have sucked that up when he would have stepped on my foot.
Oh, you talking about going back to when Andalina.
When you
Yeah.
first find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have sucked that
Yeah,
up.
it was
I would just grab some dirt.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
have sucked that up too. Andalina was fucking stupid. To me, he was fucking goober. The moment I saw him, I knew he was a goober. I said,
Yeah, I ain't getting them claws like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like I said, you go back to when she was killing us, like, what she said, you already dead or something, I'm already killing you.
That's
Yeah, he
the
said what
other
you-
guy.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
the
yeah,
Frenchman,
yeah.
she said, "What you don't know, what
Yeah,
you
how
don't
she,
know."
how
is
she
that
dragged
I'm
that
killing
man
you."
that whole way.
Oh, yeah, we got to go back to that. He was at the waterfall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were at the waterfall.
Yeah, and she drug
She
him,
knocks his ass out,
Yeah.
drags him all the way.
drag him all the way over there. Got this shit to say you all don't think I can or this, that, and the other. And I'm like,
It's
you know,
kind of too showy, man. Yeah,
it's
I don't know.
stupid as hell. Like because you all don't think I can. Do you
Now, that bear
understand?
trap at magic. And
Yeah, it did. It put some
It-
shit.
it-
You're
you-
right.
I need to go
That's
get
the
me one of them
flashpoint.
motherfuckers.
Mhm.
Man, I ain't gonna put my foot in no trap.
Exactly. Me neither. And like I
But
said,
if he can make you that much of a badass, yeah,
That's
I
what
gotta
I'm
suck
saying,
it up.
yeah.
I suck it up.
You,
You
see,
know-
you're gonna see my little broken leg now.
and you ain't gonna be talking like that after this damn thing that annihilated your people, that annihilated the Frenchmen,
Your brother.
your brother annihilated animals. Was Arnold talking that way? Was Danny talking that? Hell no. And Danny, he was chasing it because he was so crazed on, but you did this to my boy.
Yeah.
It's that, but even as he chasing that motherfucker, he's screaming and hollering, and he chasing the damn thing. The damn thing running from you screaming and hollering. Get on, Danny! I'm like, how the hell did this happen? You running after it, and you scared as hell.
Yeah.
But it was realistic because it's like, to me, because it's like,
You
okay,
gotta
but
get it done.
you got to get it done, but you know you frightened as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's almost like when we gotta go to a nasty house
Mm-hmm.
and we know it's nasty.
Oh, but you know you got to go run your ass in there.
We got to do our job.
Yeah, exactly.
Got to do the job.
You know, he was so. I mean, even at the end when he had the final battle, look at him fight.
Yeah.
He getting his ass whooped. He
whooped.
turning around and he trying to fight back, and then finally the damn thing got him on his knees. He was able to get that damn the Predator's own weapon and stab it and kill it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the only hope he had.
Yeah. You know,
having one of their weapons. I think they use that. Well, let's not go too far. So.
But no, we just talking about how.
Yeah. I'm just talking about.
You know.
So when she sets the so what happened? Did she already set the trap when he killed the?
So after so the Frenchman gets killed. Isn't that when she like shoots it in the back of the head and steals his mask?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
She runs off to the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then
she looks at it. She looks at it.
Mm-hmm.
5 sections. Oh, I know how this works.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know exactly what to do now.
Exactly.
And
So
set
then
it up.
that's when the 100% full blown Mary Sue shit comes on. You know, and then she's handling this damn thing.
It's about
And I'm like,
10 minutes of Mary Sue. Just
Yeah.
about.
yeah, and I'm like, no, Arnold and Danny Glover couldn't even handle it like this, and your little fucking ass can do it. No, this is unrealistic.
She was doing flips off of trees.
Flips and shit, all this crazy
Hand-to-hand
shit.
combat.
Fucking ninja. She was fucking Scorpion.
Scorpion.
Get over here. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? Goddamn.
I think it was clever though when she got him in that like swamp, that bog.
Yeah, in the
In the
quicksand.
quicksand, like how she was, and they should have played it more like that, like use because her strengths are.
And that would have been
Not
a good
common,
thing for
yeah.
everybody to do that trap.
Yeah.
And they would have lured to that, and by running, because they would have had to run.
Yeah.
You know, and they would have lost a lot of people.
It would have made sense because the French were using the traps.
Yeah.
And then the Native Americans would have been, doing the combat and fighting and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Because them boys showed that they could fight. Even
They
her
had
brother.
heart. They had heart.
Even her brother, they had heart. Man, but we gotta admit, they did better than Arnold did. They did better. Arnold did absolutely nothing against that brother.
But he had a more experienced.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking even
He
when
was way more experienced.
yeah, but
that,
but it's
that
still.
Predator wasn't gonna. If that Predator was in their time,
They would, yeah, nobody would do nothing. But I still gotta give them their credit. This thing was a vastly superior being, and them boys did good. You know what I'm saying?
They ground for.
They did
got
good.
slaughtered.
They
They'll know
did
better.
good. I gotta give it to her, cause especially her brother, cause he got some shots in on that
what's
damn
the
thing.
difference between them and Arnold though? He's alive.
But that's true. That's the difference between them and Arnold. He's alive. They didn't survive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he made it out as a person, but he's
No,
alive.
he did. He went in the
No,
high.
I mean no, because you look at the way he looked when he's in that
Yeah.
helicopter. At
Oh,
the
yeah.
end,
He was
yeah.
a
I don't know if he
catatonic
really
like
was, but
Yeah.
He went into hiding because he figured that when
Yeah,
he
he
knew
was-
it was
he
going to
got
happen.
prepared, yeah.
You know, Peter Keys approached him in the hospital, and he knew he checked himself out of the hospital. He went into hiding because he know what they want answers. They want to figure out what happened. You can't tell nobody. Ain't no telling what they would have did to him. So he went into hiding. And like I said though, Arnold and Danny Glover, they had older, more experienced, more full grown predators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because if those two predators would have been in that time, them damn things would have took them easy. There's no way Naru walking out of that. You know what I'm saying? But she shouldn't have been walking out of this.
Yeah, that's the marriage. So like you said, the quicksand was a pretty cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when they got up, and to me the thing was, one of my biggest thing is how it don't know its own equipment. Because it knows if a 3 dots on you, the thing
It
gonna follow
knows
you.
not to shoot.
It wasn't in that kind of turmoil
Mm-hmm.
to be that panicky.
Nah, man, it knows its equipment. That was bullshit. It was an ass pull to get her a win. They didn't even have to do that. The predators, before they already have recon the landscape. They already recon the planet, whatever, and they're already trained to know how to use their weapons before they even go on the hunt.
Absolutely.
So he knows how to use his
It's,
weapons.
it's like if you
You know
got a
what I'm saying?
son, you want to take your son out hunting if you don't know
Exactly.
what
Exactly.
you're doing. Period.
So it knows what it's doing. So it's out there. But now against Naru, it don't know what it's doing.
Yeah.
That don't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. Like, why would it shoot this shit at you? And there's not even a red dot on it.
Yeah. Not even closer.
He ain't in no type of trouble.
He's not in peril, really.
He just in this little quicksand shit. That ain't really no trouble to him. He gonna get out of
He's
that.
pretty much out of it because he stood up.
Exactly.
And he was walking on out by it.
Mm-hmm. And then you see how they relegated him to just a beast, a dog.
Yeah.
When he looked at it, saw his face mask, and he like turned his head like
Yeah,
a dog.
Like, what is that?
Like, nah, man, you know, and I was like, this ain't the Predators don't do this like no damn
Yeah.
dog. I'm like, this is not. So that's what they do with Mary Sue. They overpower them, and everybody else gets dumbed down.
Yeah.
That's how things operate when you're dealing with a Mary Sue. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of shit that people don't like.
And another thing why I like was when the Predator got killed by his own weapon.
By his own weapon. After she whooped his ass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, she beat him up with his spear too. Remember?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she put that thing through him.
Exactly. The Predator don't turn its head like it's some like a damn dog.
Yeah, like a dog or yeah.
If you go to Alien versus Predator, that motherfucker goddamn was showing goddamn Sanaa Lathan and shit. Look, I'm gonna give you this. Remember, he put. Have you seen Alien versus Predator? He made that spear out of it. Then he
Yeah.
took the
yeah, because
the acid,
Yeah.
and he's showing her. Look, put this on your arm. Let me show you. The acid don't affect their skin.
Yeah.
So he was showing it. Same thing when he was blowing up the whole that room with all the eggs, and he looked at it. He was like, "Telling them, I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up." These things are vastly intelligent, more intelligent than human beings.
Yeah.
But for the Mary Sue, they dumbed it down like it was a simple beast. He turned his head like a
That
dog.
was kind of
I said, "No, this is
So
No.
so when she killed the Predator, she went back to her place
The head.
with the head
with the head."
with the blood on her face
Mm-hmm.
for war
Her
paint.
new mask. Her new
And what I didn't like after that, it seemed like really the only thing she wanted to be is chieftain.
Well, the chief.
It seemed like
Yeah, they made her.
after
Yeah,
that-
they made her the war chief, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, then after that, it seemed like she was happy.
Mm-hmm.
All her people got slaughtered. Probably I know her brother did, and probably
Yeah.
some of her cousins and whatever.
The whole little gang that picked on her, whatever,
Yeah.
they all did.
I mean, she don't got a clan to lead.
Yeah,
I mean, all the elders, they not fighting nobody.
Exactly.
Unless they're gonna move Predator, at least Predator to where she trained all the women to be warriors and this, that, and the other.
Like that movie coming out, The Warrior Queen.
The Warrior
Yeah.
King. Yeah.
Queen, yeah.
I know it's a woman, but they call it the king.
Oh,
the
they
Warrior
okay.
King.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like the woman. I think it's called the Woman King. Yeah.
Woman King. That's what
Woman
it's called. The
King,
Woman
yeah.
King. Yeah.
So
Something like that.
that's what it's called. The
Yeah,
Woman
with
King. With
Viola
Viola
Davis,
Davis.
yeah.
You know
Which
what
I
I'm
love
saying?
Viola Davis.
Yeah, they got that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they really just. I'm
Yeah,
like,
the Woman King. Yeah.
mm-hmm. They fucked it up. I mean, they really jacked that up. Now you put the whole Raphael Andolini gun in there. So how did the Predators get that gun?
And to me, that was a waste.
Yeah.
The whole thing was
Yep.
a waste.
They didn't even have to put that shit in there. But now you gotta wonder, well, how did
It kind of defeats the mysticism
Exactly.
behind the gun.
Absolutely did.
exactly? So
Like,
it's
it's
like
just some dude that got stepped on. And he gets
Yeah.
killed. You know.
Mhm.
He wasn't even worth anything.
exactly. Now in the comics,
Yeah, in the comic they did a
they did a
comic.
good job with it.
Yeah.
In the
Oh,
comics, we're
It
talking
was
about
in
Dark Horse.
Horse comic.
They did a damn good job. Raphael Andolini was like a pirate or something,
Yeah,
wasn't
he
he?
was a pirate.
And him and the Predator they worked together to take out some other folks.
Because his crew turned on him because they
Yeah.
wanted something he didn't want to do it in a dishonorable type.
Yeah. And the Predator wanted a one-on-one battle with Andolini.
Yeah.
But what happened was somebody killed Andolini before the Predator could battle him. And the Predator killed Andolini, and he honored Andolini. He put his sword on Andolini's body, and he took the gun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he honored
That's cool.
Andolini because he said you were a worthy combatant. I didn't get a chance to fight you.
Kind of like what happened with the girl in Alien Predator, and how he leaves a scar on her.
Yeah.
Oh, but she marked herself
Yeah.
because she helped him.
Yeah,
So
so,
he-
it was like a respect.
Mhm.
thing, yeah.
Because that's how they are. They're honorable,
Yeah.
but they do have some bad blood. But they are honorable. So
Yeah.
if you prove yourself to them in certain ways, certain regards, they honor you. They don't kill you. They honor you and they respect you as an honorable warrior. They people will come down and give you shit, and then they'll go off on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got bad bloods too, like in predators, those super predators, especially the berserker. Those are bad bloods, so they don't give a damn. They just all about the hunt and the kill. You know what I'm saying?
I think they missed the opportunity by and then at the end the movie ends and we all know the alien shit, the predators come retrieve the body
Yeah.
at the end credits as cave art. If they would have cut all the Mary Sue stuff out, they could have had that in there. They could have added that really in there.
Yeah.
That the Mary Sue should have been on the edited floor. So that being said, how would you rate this movie, Tony?
Well, me personally, I thought the movie was great. The Mary Sue thing was the only bad shit about it. The Mary Sue. Of course, the CGI wasn't the best, but that didn't make the movie. That didn't make or break the movie. The Mary Sue shit was the terrible shit. The movie, I gave it 95. If I gotta go lower, it's getting no lower than a 90.
Now, I mean, that's your grade.
I give it a 95. It was an excellent movie. The Mary Sue shit was the only thing that brought that movie down to me. Because I don't like to see invincible shit from nobody, not even from male characters.
I mean, yeah, just like how we talked about Dune before. Paul
Atreides was a Mary Sue.
So,
Paul
yeah,
Atreides
so
was.
So
He
don't
was.
think
He
it's
was a Mary
twisted
Sue.
that we hate on females, but that's not.
No, that ain't the case. That Dune, Paul Atreides was a damn Mary Sue.
And to me, that killed the movie.
He killed the whole. Well, Dune did have a lot of stuff that brought it down.
Yeah, we'll talk about Dune.
Yeah, we'll talk about Dune another time. But
So, what would you grade it? Scale of 100.
Scale of 100.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. It was entertaining, but I feel like the first half was really good.
Yeah.
And the second half kind of fell apart a little bit on me, especially when she became just
Mary
this
Sue.
fucking god of war, you know.
Mhm.
She was the
God of
war
War,
chief,
yep.
she was the god of war.
Yeah, she was the goddess of war.
Honestly,
She
she
jumped
was.
off
She
a
was the goddess
tree
of war.
limb with her little scorpion axe.
Yeah.
chopped
Had to be
her
over
back
10 feet
up
tall.
And all that.
Because that Fred what, about 8 feet tall?
Yeah.
I would say this one, the young one, probably
Seven.
under about 7'5", 7'6".
He had to jump over that, so she was about 8, 9
Mhm.
feet in the air.
So yeah, so
Shoo.
she jumped on him, stabbed him, hooked her arm around him, flipped him over, stabbed him like 3 more times. Like she did this crazy thing.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So just stuff like that. I don't know, especially after watching her, because it didn't seem so much like she was rising to the occasion. It
It was
seemed
more
like
she
the
was
whole
putting-
time she was out on a mission to
Yeah.
prove herself. It wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was already at the fucking
Yeah,
cage.
yeah,
You know.
and she was just looking for smoke the whole time.
And she was.
Yeah.
She was. She was looking for the smoke the entire
Had
time.
a chip on her shoulder.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh man, this thing killed my brother,
Mm.
and we were messing around, and now I gotta
True.
It was all
get
about
back.
her.
No, yeah. So, but for me, I'd say like a 70, a strong 70.
Woo. That Mary Sue killed that shit, didn't it?
Man.
It was good, but there are just so many different ways I think it could have been better,
Yeah. Yeah.
and just details I wish they would have included more.
Mhm.
At least show some growth
Mhm.
with her. You
Not
know, like
just
maybe
flip
if
the
she
switch.
killed one Frenchman instead of 5 at the
Yeah.
same time, it's okay. She's coming along. She is improving at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's overcoming that fear, because that's what it was. She was always scared,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, now she's just fearless and does
Mhm.
what needs to be done. There wasn't really a transition for that.
Nah, that really was. And I thought that would have been cooler because now you gave it a 70. Tony gave it a 300.
300 Spartans.
After hating on it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it's.
I want to be in your class when I go to college.
I knocked out the 5 points because of the Mary Sue shit. It was just no.
I think this class was like, you stupid motherfucker, you ain't worth a fuck. Here's a knife.
Because the Mary Sue, that was the only thing that brought it down. Because it's like, you can't expect me to believe your little ass is gonna do this to this big ass 800 pound, you know what I'm saying, predator standing 7 foot, damn near 8 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
700 pounds. I think he'd be like 350.
Oh, no,
pounds.
a tiger.
He bigger than Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq.
A
Shaq
tiger
good.
weighs
Yeah.
can weigh 500 to 600 pounds.
Yeah.
That thing
Yeah.
way more than a tiger. And
I did like the setting.
Oh, that's
setting was
Yeah, the
beautiful.
setting was beautiful.
Setting was beautiful. Like I said, you got to look at a lot of different things too. This predator is not going to have the same,
Yeah.
it's going to be far denser than we are. Bone structure is going to be far. You know what I'm saying? Stronger. Everything about him is gonna be distant. So that little tomahawk, little axe shit, is not gonna do that type of damage to that damn thing. It's not. You know, it like I said, take a water buffalo.
They say they weigh over 520 pounds in armor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well over that shit. And a tiger weighs like 500 something pounds. You can get some at 600 pounds. Lions at 5. I think they said one of the biggest lions they ever caught weighed like 660 pounds. A barbarian. So you get those animals like that weigh big as hell.
Yeah, the tiger is 680.
Look at 680 pounds. A predator weigh hella far more than a tiger.
Yeah, especially the stuff it does. You talking about pushing that thing up in the air.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, but and someone get 701 pounds right there.
Yeah. Yep.
And to me, this is what I would say. I love the scenery of Predator. I love the camera work of Predator. The special effects, I could live with the animals because whatever.
Yeah, that
But,
didn't make or break the movie. That didn't. It was the Mary Sue.
But for me, the Mary Sue got to be more. To me, it's more than 5 because it really puts the. Because when you're a writer and you break your own rules, I think that's.
You
So,
broke
you
your
know,
own rules. You broke even the rule of, like you took the predator and you dumbed him down like he's an animal to make her look good. And it's like, we talk about putting people over,
Yeah.
but not by dumbing the other one down.
Because
You know,
because that's why wrestling. That's why wrestling's so bad because it's just a choice.
mm-hmm.
And for writing, you gotta, like you said, build a person up. If she started as this killer war queen or whatever, that would have been one thing.
That's one thing.
But it's for her not even.
Mm-hmm.
Now Tony gonna be mad. Tony's a fanboy.
No.
And for what I feel of it, because then we messed around and saw Predator, the first Predator.
Watch the first one.
Yeah, then we saw the other one.
I
Man,
think that's part of what kind of lowered my score too, is
Watching the originals, right? From number 1 and
because
2.
it's so frayed. Because the writing gets so frayed and it gets so messy. At first, when I first saw the movie, I gave it an 80 out of my fandom, 80, 85. And what we talked about, 50% of the movie was really good. 50% wasn't. I gotta get a 50.
Damn.
50.
God, me.
Now it's not as bad as Doom to me. I can't watch Doom.
Yeah, Doom was unwatchable.
I could watch this with y'all now, but I can't.
But Doom was unwatchable because I can watch it, but it is unwatchable because, like I said, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But there was a lot of things about Doom. But in this movie, Prey, like I said, that Mary Sue killed it, and I'm not. It really killed. Like I said, just like you said, if she was already a hunter queen, let's say she was a woman king dealing with it. Okay, you dealing with now the woman king. Okay, she's already vicious with an attitude as it is.
Yeah.
So okay, let's see you get down with it because we know you're gonna do something. We know you're gonna cleave this motherfucker up too.
But even with that, you go like.
But yeah,
it's beyond you.
but exactly.
It's beyond. That's why they have weight classes in boxing.
Exactly, but
and
see,
they have weight classes in wrestling.
and I agree because even with the woman king, you still would say how you going to deal with this because you're not going to physically deal with this. Arnold and Danny couldn't do it. Your ass ain't going to be able to do it. And these guys are trained professionals.
Yeah.
You know, in both of their professions.
Yes.
And in both of their professions, it deals with combating and confrontation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And she didn't like confrontating the tiger.
Yeah.
She didn't like confrontate. I mean, even the rabbits and stuff, she kind of went about it the wrong way.
Look at the
Even
light.
deer in the first part. You're not gonna sneak up on a deer and throw no tomahawk and kill no deer.
No.
You're not.
You're not gonna do that. You know, you couldn't even combat this damn mountain lion. You knocked yourself out, but you're supposed to combat this predator. Mind you, this predator really wasn't even trying to fuck with you like that at first. You letting your ass ride.
So you still at a 90,
So
95.
I still give it a 95.
This is called fandom, my friend.
No, the reason why I get 95 was because overall there was nothing bad about this movie other than the Mary Sue. But this was a
to
good movie.
to me.
Yeah. But it's half the movie when that
the Mary Sue happened by half the movie.
But here's the thing: the Mary Sue stuff was half the movie, but the thing she was doing is what bothered me. Everything else didn't bother.
It's called a Mary Sue. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like she was doing this, that, and the other.
No,
but
no,
the cinema
but then you said the predator. They made a predator like an animal.
at the very end.
And then all the dudes was kind of useless.
Yeah.
That's all of that. All of that. All of that. I put that in
And
the
then-
Mary Sue stuff.
But all that's only worth 5%.
That's a lot.
Yeah, you right though. You right. I can't. I'm sure. The movie was.
I mean, I'm not telling you that
No.
it needs to be a 70,
if
but
we realistically rate this movie, now if we realistically rate it ain't. I give it an 80. If we realistically rate it, if we take what I said and let's be realistic and let's just try to look at it this way,
Yeah.
you know, half the movie was Mary Sue, it get an 80. It gets an 80.
you know, it got a. I think it got a score on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score is 92%.
Oh, they did?
Oh, they got it high.
Because it was the only thing.
I think it's because it's fresh and they did a
92.
they did a good job for a Predator movie.
Now that's the thing, because Predator was so bad for so long.
Yeah,
It was good to get fresh air.
More, yeah.
You get like, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think filmmaking done got so bad too.
Filmmaking is terrible.
Because it's not a story no more. It's all about this. Like I said, I'm cool with any kind of power for everybody.
Mhm.
I don't care. I'm cool with all communities getting love because there's so
Yeah.
much time. And I love the Comanches part too.
Yeah, I like
I
it
love
too.
the Native. I
That
love
was
the
good.
indigenous people.
Mhm.
I love seeing their features and all that other
Mhm.
stuff. I love that.
That was good.
I
That
like
was
seeing
damn
that
good.
culture, and I like that they got a Comanche part to it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I would like to see them do a Predator movie, but now they dealing with the Mesoamerica, Aztec stuff.
that'd be cool.
Because I'm so fascinated by that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Hell yeah, and do one in feudal Japan, the Warring
you
States.
said that. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, But I definitely want to see one in Mesoamerica. I want to see one like, ooh, that'll be a good one.
And the only thing I gotta say in closing, I'm tired of them killing these predators.
Yeah, it's time for us to see the Predator win.
I think we need to make a Save the Predator club.
Yeah,
But
because
if the Predator wins, he's gonna kill everyone.
I'm
No,
cool with
He's
that.
just gonna keep
No, but they
killing.
do.
But
But they
then you
do.
see him go home.
Yeah, but they do. They kill the best one, and then they
did.
prove themselves. They go home and they get
Yeah.
ranked too.
That's right.
Because the ultimate in the Predator lore, the ultimate thing they supposed to be trying that really gives them status is the xenomorphs. Remember, if they wipe out the hives and kill queens, that's when they really get up into the ranks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then they become clan leaders and elders and all
I
that.
wonder how Clan Leader would do if they showed up.
Oh, a clan leader? Now they say,
Because they're the one that went through a whole alien hive.
yeah, them the ones that went through alien hives and killed queens.
Yeah.
So you get one of them down here, you pretty much ain't got a chance in hell. That one has been through
So the ones that show up here are just these low level.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
Yeah.
to
lower level young
trying
ones.
to get noticed.
Hmm.
Dang.
Young ones, you say from the age of maybe from 16 to maybe like 20, 28.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this one we know would be what we would consider to us a teenager, not fully grown, not an adult just yet, but now trying to probably around 16 to 18 years old.
And whatever their age.
And whatever there, yeah, exactly. Because the damn thing probably like 100, 200 damn years old or older, but to them, probably
That's
a
not-
young.
that's just a
Yeah,
drop
but
of
we
stuff.
talk about time dilation, all that other stuff.
Exactly.
So it's
to
all
them,
relative.
Yeah, so to them, that's what I'm saying. To them, it's probably like a youngling, so.
Because this thing is pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a clan leader, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, yeah, the clan leader stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved to see one. And that's what, to me, again, I'm a big fan of sci-fi, but humans mess up sci-fi sometimes.
Yeah, humans do
Because,
fuck it up.
yeah, we talking about a being. Okay, take 1719. What would happen if you think one of our military people go back in 1719 with any cashier weapons? They'll crush it. It's not even funny.
And actually, no, Dark Horse, actually, Xenomorphs is the highest, but no, the real thing above the Xenomorph is the The
The
engineer.
engineers,
The
yeah.
engineer. They
I know you know about the engineers.
yeah.
Aliens.
Now the engineers, they have a hard time because the engineers absolutely steamroll predators. Like
They're all dead, aren't they?
the
Engineers. They're all killed by.
We not
no,
sure.
no, we're not sure. Yeah, we're not sure. But you talk about 9 feet tall, big. You know what I'm saying? And damn, that's what really just absolutely steamroll predators. The engineers.
Yeah.
So really, the engineers are the number, like the top of the top.
They're the apex.
Mm-hmm. The engineers are. I think there was a predator that did kill one, but I think he also lost like an arm, an eye, some other shit.
Yeah, he needs
That
to
that
upgrade.
engineer, like I said, that engineer was just, when I mean steamroll them, steamroll them. I mean run charge and they pretty much barrel your ass out and they beat you to death.
Yeah, they're more physical.
Mhm.
Right here. But all right, folks, this is it. First episode of Head in the Clouds. Hope we get a whole lot more. Appreciate you, young fella, for joining us.
Of course.
Yeah,
This
Mr.
is-
Martin.
This is
fun.
Yeah,
Time with
yeah.
Tony. Tony Tantrums.
Yeah, Tony Tantrums.
Fanboy Tony.
No, not a fan. Just had to,
He did go on a little tantrum.
you know.
Yeah.
In '95.
Dude, yeah, we had to give Tony some of that flour to cool his blood down. He was talking some crazy stuff.
No, because I mean, it was an excellent movie. It was just not. Let's just face it. Naru was the killer for the movie. She was the killer.
Yeah.
She killed the movie.
The writers and dudes,
You
they
know?
do what they supposed to do.
She was this movie's killer.
All right, so y'all be safe. Let's see.
Yep, the engineer.